Police Chief Piaga says plans are in place for the demilitarization of the police under the NDP, and BRICS countries have been accused of carving up Africa between them. Ambosisiwa Khatebe with the latest news update. Police Chief Ria Piaga says plans are in place for the demilitarization of the police under the National Development Plan. She said this while being cross-examined at the Marikana Commission of Inquiry in Rustenburg. Pushed by retired Judge Ian Farlam for answers, she said they would embrace their recommendations with certain reservations. Piaga says she's leading a team that is working on the matter. The police force was demilitarized after the fall of apartheid. However, former police commissioner Begicele reinstituted military ranks. Piaga has meanwhile denied making a derogatory remark against the Constitution when she told a journalist on March 16 that criminals were absolutely brazen because South Africa had the most beautiful constitution. Piaga says the interview was highly edited. Advocate George Bizos for the Legal Resource Center put it to Piaga that the possible cause of criminality in the country could be linked to the conduct of her predecessors, Jackie Silebi and Begicele.
Criminals benefited from the fact that two of your predecessors, one was jailed and the other was sacked for corruption. You could have given that answer as to why we have such high degree of criminality, couldn't you?
The China Development Bank will loan logistics group Transnet about 45 billion rand to revamp its aging railways. The company transports commodities including coal and iron ore. The deal was reached before the BRICS summit starting in Durban today. Morafe Tabane has more.
Transnet says the group agreed to cooperate with the Chinese bank but did not mention any figures. The two parties also agreed to work together on cross-border infrastructure development throughout Africa. Recently, the group announced its plans to invest up to 300 billion rand over the next 7 years to expand railway, ports and pipelines to boost exports of commodities from Africa's biggest economy. Morafe Tabane, SABC News, Johannesburg.
And lastly, BRICS countries have been accused of carving up Africa between them. This was the message from more than 200 NGO delegates attending a civil society conference on the sidelines of the BRICS summit in Durban. Groundwork Director Bobby Peake says BRICS countries are doing nothing different from former colonial powers.
BRICS countries are coming in and carving up the natural resources of Africa, taking out our timber, taking out our coal, taking our energy, our oil, and building big dams. And they're carving up Africa according to their needs.
Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on Newsbreak Option 1.